Welcome to Jesse Panda 10, and
The Drop Shop Garage.
today, guys, is our 43rd weekly update vlog. So that means we only have 9 more until we're at a year. Starting the countdown. So right now I am at 344 subscribers. So in only like 3 days I've gained a subscriber. Sadly, I made no videos. That's because my weekend was very busy, and I will tell you guys about that. So, because I don't have a couple videos or any videos, I did go through my channel and just check it what my videos are at. The popcorn video about how to pop movie theater popcorn hit 16,000 views, so that is my most popular video at the moment. Then there is the drone with camera. That one is from Harbor Freight. It was the drone with camera, and that used to be my most popular video on my channel, and that one hit 8,000. Then I have the SSP-18 after 1 year. So that was just a video that I made that was reviewing my airsoft gun after a year, and that hit 3,000 views. Then I have the 100cc and 200cc Coleman mini bike review. That one hit 2,000. Yep. So I don't have any videos. Would you like to show them your videos?
You mean talk about them? Yeah.
Or talk about them? Yeah.
So as of today, this is vlog number 43. And we want to tell you guys a little story before I get more into my details. The reason we started the vlog almost a year ago because Jesse's channel was kind of not doing very well. So we started with the vlog, and it was an idea. I was like, let's do it to help us both out. And since the vlog, we've probably each got over at least 100 subscribers easily. So that's the reason we started it. And yeah, this is vlog number 43. So we've been doing it for 43 straight weeks. And as of today, I have 458 subscribers. I only gained 1 subscriber this week. Sometimes you gain 1, sometimes you gain 10. It just all depends, but we still want to thank the 1 subscriber that joined. And I made 2 videos for you this week. Well, the first one was downtown of Jackson, Michigan. So over the weekend, Jesse went to a camp out over the weekend. He's going to tell you about it. But I needed to go pick him up. And I went to, instead of just driving like 3 hours there and 3 hours back, I had this bright idea when I got off work yesterday. I went down to Jackson while he was camping, and I drove all around the downtown, and then I got to see restaurants. I got to see all of their cool things. And then for some luckily reason, they had a fireworks display at like 9 o'clock. So they had the whole downtown shut down, and they were having like free concerts. And at 9 o'clock, they had a full-blown fireworks display like it was the 4th of July. So I made a video of that, and I showed you guys. So hopefully you guys like that one. My second video was how to pan for gold. So this whole week, Jesse's been panning for gold all over the place. We've been panning at the off-grid shed house. We went to a river, and he made a couple videos for his channel. And then I made one really cool one. It shows him just a little bit, but mostly it shows you guys the river and how beautiful the scenery was. Because where this river is, it's in the middle of nowhere. And it's just really cool. It's a nice river. You can see the actual river, and then there's parts where you can see the bottom of the river, like the bed. That's what it's called, Jess?
Yeah, where there used to be the actual river, and then they put a dam, and you can see all the rocks where it's the bottom.
Yep, and you can see where there used to be like a railroad track, but like half of it's gone. And then you can see where like beavers built a dam. So it's really cool.
Yep.
And today we actually made another video for our other channel, the Prepping for Survival.
Yep.
And this one is called Food That You Must Buy. Because we know that most of you guys already know that dried goods are the ones that you need to have, but there's got to be a few people out there that don't know. So we wanted to make sure that they know the kinds of things you can fill your pantry of. Yeah, go watch the video, but it's the kind of things. So yeah, this week the only excitement for me was that I went to downtown Jackson, Michigan, and then I saw the fireworks. And then the really cool thing is I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and I actually got to do it last night. I slept in my truck at a rest area. I've been wanting to do it because all of the people that do like van life and all kinds of stuff, and I always tell Jesse, I'm like, one of these days, man, I'm going to make my truck and I'm going to put a little bed in there and put like a little kitchen and stay the night. And I got to tell you guys, it was comfortable. All I did was put the seat all the way back. I leaned it all the way down. I had a little pillow and a blanket, and I slept like a baby all night long.
Yep.
So I had an awesome, awesome day.
Yep.
What else you want to tell?
So the day that I got out of school, so Friday, I went to my friend's house, and thankfully his dad got me a ride over to Jackson, which is where the Boy Scout camp is at. It is called Tatanka.
Yeah, it's got a really
Yeah, it's really weird.
Indian
So
name.
in Jackson, there is this camp. It's called Camp Tatanka,
Tatanka.
and that's where we went for this thing for the Jamboree Shakedown. So if I told you guys in the last video, National Jamboree is this thing I'm going to next year. It is a camp where you go 10 days on this camp. I think it's called Summit, right? So,
Jamboree?
yeah, I don't know. No, I know it's called National Jamboree, but I don't know the place that it's at. I forgot.
I don't know. Somewhere in Tennessee, I
Yeah,
think.
somewhere. Yeah, or something somewhere. Yeah, but the weekend is called Team Building Activities Weekend. It's where we were all doing these fun activities where they were trying to see who the leaders are. And luckily, they actually did make me one of the patrol leaders at the moment. It's not set in stone, but I am one of the patrol leaders. So the activities were very strange, but it was just for them to know who the leaders were. When we woke up on Saturday morning, we got up, we had breakfast, went to the first activity, and it's where everybody except one person had to put blindfolds on. And one
Wow.
person was telling us which way to go. He was like, "Oh, turn right, keep going, duck down." Yeah, and then yeah, that was kind of weird.
They probably did that to see how good you follow directions.
Not also that, but how good you tell directions. Because it was very clear that some people could tell directions better, and then some just definitely couldn't. And some were like, "Oh, turn this way," and we can't see. So
Yep.
yeah,
You've got to remember too that for this jamboree, it's all kinds of scouts. So they could
Yeah.
be first year scouts, and you're almost like a fifth year
no,
scout.
you actually have to be first class to attend
Oh,
Jamboree.
really?
Yeah,
I
you have to
didn't
be
know.
13, and you have to I
Okay.
think it's 14 actually. So yeah, you have to be like 14 to attend it.
Okay, so a
The
brand
only-
new one can't go.
Yeah, a brand new one can't go. You have to be 14 the day that they leave, or the day that you become
Okay.
on the camp out. So right now they could be 13, but when they go, they can't be. A couple of the other activities were where there was this metal ring. It was about this size. It could hold a tennis ball, and there were 8 strings connected to it. So 8 of us had to hold the strings. They put one tennis ball in the middle, and we had to lift it up and move it somewhere else. And it sounds a lot easier than it is. It is very, very difficult. So that is to find whoever can tell everybody what to do. And yeah. Then a couple of the other ones were trying to think. Oh, one was really, really hard and weird at the same time. So we had to have blindfolds, and there was a tent in a bag, and all of us had blindfolds, and one person didn't. And we had to put the tent up while blindfolded. So if you guys have ever tried to put up a tent before and had a challenge, we had to put a tent up while blindfolded.
Wow, that sounds like you had a
Yeah.
lot of fun. It sounds like fun.
Yeah,
But
it's
you know,
crazy.
most tents, whether they're a 1 person or a 5 person or a 10 person, realistically, almost every tent is the same thing.
Yeah, there's poles, there's a door, there's
A
a rain
zipper.
fly, and they're all the same. Yeah.
Yep.
This one was weird though because it was like an A-frame, and then in the middle there was like one really bent bar, and I had never put it together before. I think our troop has a couple, but they're very moldy. Yeah, because some people put them away wet.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't know, whenever you guys do put a tent away, you should make sure that you dry it out. And if it's not dry when you put it in the bag, you bring it home and you put it in your basement. You put it in
Hang
your
it. You
garage.
hang
and
it from
hang
the-
it, and make sure all the dust and dirt is out of it. That's just how you keep your tents nice and clean.
Yep.
Yep. And some people definitely.
In order for me to avoid that, I always, when I wake up in the morning, I never take the tent down until after like 1 hour past when the sun comes out, because when you wake up in the morning, they're always full of dew. So I always wait at least an hour, and then whatever little bit of water's left, I shake it till it almost is all off, and then I put it away, and I've never had that issue. But yeah, you should never put away a wet tent,
Yeah,
because
that's
you'll
how
open
gets
it up
all moldy.
and it'll get little dots of mold.
And it smells really, really
Bad.
bad. So also a couple of things we did was, I don't know why, but we had to make cup towers. We had like 4 teams. They were trying to make us have 4 teams, but then we all worked together. I think this is what they were trying to get us to do, and we put all of our cups together and made one big giant tower. We also had Hungry Hippos, which if you guys haven't played that game, we played like a bunch of just weird games. It's this table where they had a little plate in it with a bunch of marbles, and we had these really big shish kebab skewers, but they were like 3 feet long, and there was a spoon connected at the end, and everybody had to pick up some marbles, put it in a cup. And the first round, everybody tried putting it in their own cup, and they were like hitting each other with the spoons, like each other's spoons, so it would knock the marbles off. But then, whoops, didn't mean to bump the table. They all worked together and put it all into one cup.
Well, let me ask you the most important question.
What?
Over the weekend, did you have fun?
Yeah, I had fun.
That's the most important thing, guys. I mean, in Boy Scouts, they do learn a lot of skills and they learn a lot of survival and they learn how to like cure themselves and stuff. But the number one question as an adult leader that we always ask them is, did you guys have fun? And if they say yes, that's the most important part.
Yeah. Another one of the things was where there were 2 wood sticks and a string. I'm sure I've told you guys about this before, and everybody in Boy Scouts has done it. It's like a fire building competition. It's where there's the string, and you try to burn the string without lighting the string directly. What we did is just for the quickest method, we lit some leaves on fire, blew. We took like a ton of leaves, put them on top, kept blowing constantly, and it just went up and out of the string and almost instantly melted it.
And did you guys win?
We didn't win. We got second place because we had a
Good.
really hard time getting the leaves to light. I'm not sure. They weren't wet, but they just did not want to light.
That's really good.
Yep. I'm trying to think. I'm sure there was another activity that would have been fun. We did rope tying, like tying knots. That wasn't really the most fun. I'm sure that you guys know about rope tying and knot tying.
How was the trip there?
There's one really cool one.
How was the trip there and back?
Oh, it was really cool.
You forgot to tell them what you rode in.
Yeah, so one of my friends, his dad is like a part owner of this company called Rivian, and he has like a model of one of the cars that they just started selling, I believe.
This year?
Yeah, this year. It's like the first time they were to ever make them, and it's a fully electric pickup truck. It's really cool. The whole back of the truck has like I don't even know, like a tunnel inside of it.
Yeah.
That you can put things. The front trunk. The front
Trunk. It sounds
It
fun.
is the front trunk. It opens up and you can fill it full of stuff.
It's a
yeah,
brand
everything.
new 2022, and I
Rivian.
believe it's called a Rivian, fully electric.
Yep.
And I couldn't believe because it was my friend's dad, which he's a scout leader too, and then he took 3 scouts so that they could carpool instead of 4 different parents driving them there, and we got there and we're like, is everybody going to be able to fit all their stuff in it? Because it's a 4-door pickup truck, but they had the whole bed, and then we forgot that if you open the hood, there's no
Yeah,
motor.
there's no
So when you open the hood, the whole underneath the hood is just like a trunk too, and then behind behind the cab, it has this whole big long tunnel. I think it's made for them to put like skis and really long things, poles,
Yeah.
but we stuffed it full of enough gear
Sleeping
for 3 or
bags
4
and, yeah.
people. 3 or 4 people, they got 3 or 4 sleeping bags, 3 or 4 mats, 3 or 4 tents. That's
Yeah,
a
it's quite a
lot
bit.
of gear. That's a lot.
Another really cool thing is that the whole inside, it's not like one little mini sunroof that's like this size. The entire top of the truck is just one big sunroof. So that was kind of cool.
Yep. So the really cool thing is that Jesse, he likes electric stuff because he's young, and that's what they're
Yeah.
teaching him. They're like, buy everything
Yeah.
electric, buy everything, save the world. And he got to ride. This is the first time he's rode in an electric vehicle. I haven't never even rode in one.
I have a crazy story. So we were at a red light and we were turning, and my friend, he put it into sport mode, and then his dad took off, and it just took off. Like it felt like, I don't know. we
They
were gonna
weren't speeding.
fly. Yeah,
They weren't speeding. He just took off kind of fast.
took off, and we went back in the seat. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yep.
Another thing that I was going to say from the actual camp out is where we had to make these A-frames. It was like wooden lashings. If you guys know what lashings are, it's like where you tie wood together to make structures. And we took 40 feet rope, 3 of them, connected it to each leg, and made it to where we could walk. So one of us was holding on to the actual A-frame thing and tilting from one side to the other and trying to walk it. I'm pretty sure I took that.
How was the food? Was the food really good?
Yeah, so the first night we got there at like 7, pretty late. I don't know if it was 7, but it was pretty late. We had popcorn, which is just this thing called Cracker Barrel. I'd never heard of it before because our troop doesn't do that. Then for breakfast, we had breakfast sandwiches. For lunch, we had lunch meat wraps with like taco shells. We had for dinner tacos, and then for breakfast the next day or today, we had cereal.
Yep. And they had so much food. There was like 300 scouts. It was a lot of scouts, but they bought so much food that today, whenever the parents picked them up, they told every single parent that they could have 1 gallon of orange juice, 1 gallon of milk, and
Yep.
then whatever was left over of the meats and lettuce and stuff. So they gave us a big giant bag of meat for Jesse to eat and some lettuce because he loves eating lettuce.
Yeah, I love that.
So yeah, every parent when they picked them up, they're like, take a gallon of milk, take a gallon of juice, take a gallon of whatever, because they had so much food. Brand new ones, closed, sealed. So it was really cool.
Yep. I do have one thing. I got some packages in the mail. I got some cover slips for my microscope, which if you guys don't know what they are, it's just a little tiny cube, and it is full of little glass covers for my microscope slides.
Yep. You did you want to tell them that you did some more for the TV show this past week, the Scouting on Air?
We talked about that last
Okay.
because that was like Thursday.
Okay. I thought that that the video we made, you put it out on
No, we
Thursday.
talked about it. We
Okay.
talked about it. Yeah.
Yep. So he's the gear guy and did a whole
We made a
bunch.
video about 3 different fire starters. Yeah, I've said this, but 3 different fire starters. One was a fire disc, one was the fire cubes, and lastly, it was the fire sticks.
Yep. I'm really excited that we were able to put out a video for Prepping for Survival today too.
You
I
guys
know that-
really need to go watch it. It's cool.
Yep, it's really cool. And I know that it's, most people know that they need to have dry goods, but there's some that might not. So he showed a little example of every single one, and it's really good. Hopefully you guys like it. In case you guys didn't know, because we have a lot of new subscribers, my channel is called the Drop Shop Garage, and it's mostly about cars, mini trucks, bikes,
Mini trucks.
mini bikes, mini
bikes,
trucks too.
Yeah, mini trucks.
And then Jesse has his channel called Jesse Panda 10, and you make videos about anything.
Yeah, anything I think is
Camping,
cool.
tools, anything. And then together we started the channel,
Prepping
which
for
is
Survival.
brand new. Yeah, Prepping for Survival. And hopefully in the future, right now we're kind of strapped on time
Yeah.
because he has a job, I have a job, he goes to school, he's in Boy Scouts. Well, basically we both are because I'm an adult leader, and the TV show. But as soon as we get a little bit of spare time, we're gonna go to like a park, and then where there's lots of trees, and then we're gonna really crank out some videos. We're gonna put some paracord from one tree to the other, and we're gonna teach you guys how to with a tarp make a tent, and then just a million different things you can do with a tent. And then we're going to show you guys, like 10 different ways to start a fire. And we're also going to show you guys when we get some time, like 3 or 4 different ways to filter some water in case of a survival situation. I do got an update. I bought myself a brand new Life Straw. Jesse already has one,
Yep.
but I've been looking for the past like 2 weeks, and they're really hard to come by. A few years ago, every store had them. Walmart, Myers, Bass Pro Shop. And the last couple of weeks, I've been looking everywhere. And luckily, where did I find it at?
I'm not sure.
Walmart, I think. One of the Walmarts.
I didn't even know Walmart sold them. I got mine at like Meyer. I didn't know that Bass Pro sold them either.
Yep. I think it was, I'm honestly not sure because I went to like 10 stores to find this Life Straw, and it took me forever. It blew my mind that it was that hard to find, but I found one, and I want to show you guys that would be the number one choice if you ever needed to drink some water out of a river or swamp or something. But yeah.
I was gonna say that sooner or later we should get move that one up and then get a Prepping for Survival.
Yep, as soon as
That'd
we
be
get a
kinda
chance. I know it's kind of saggy a little. We have a piece of tape on there,
Yeah, kind of.
but we'll fix it. And would you like to tell them a joke or anything?
Yes, I do have one joke. So, want to hear a roof joke?
Sure.
This one's on the house.
Yay! That's actually a pretty good one. So yeah, we really want to thank you guys for watching these vlogs, and to all the new subscribers, thank you. We really want to help grow. We need you guys' help to grow the channels. So please just watch some of the videos. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing.
It's completely free.
It's completely free and it'll help us both out. Every once in a while, hit the like button, give us a comment. But we really want to thank you guys for, watching us and spending your time with us. It's really cool.
Yeah. Okay, so please like, comment, subscribe, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Oh, wait, this is just Panda
10 and the Drop Shop Garage.
Yeah.
And I hope you guys have a great, great week. I hope everything turns out good for you guys. And, please like and subscribe.
And we will catch you guys on the next one finally. Yep, there we go.